تعال نعم في السيارة. ها؟
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Dude, you wanna listen about how I almost got stabbed? Let's just go to Los Angeles. Literally the next day. It's the next day, by the way. It's not like a trip where we planned it for like a week, where we're like, oh yeah, you know, like we're gonna go 1 week, and you know, like we're gonna like, you know, in 1 week we're gonna go. No, it's like pack your bags the same day that you go home, and we're going right to LA the next day. I'm in the car, 2 hours in, I'm like, take me back. Take me back, man. Take me home. I don't want to go anymore. It was a bunch of fun. I met a lot of YouTubers. I met a lot of people. I met these 2 Australian guys that were musicians. It was crazy. So let's get to the stabbing story. At this point, we go to the beach. It's nighttime, and there's one group that has a speaker, and the song that they were playing was that song, 21, can you do something for me? And then I sing that lyric. I'm like, 21, can you do something for me? Then there's another group on one side of the beach that had like 10 people. And then a lot of those guys started singing the lyrics back. So they start yelling the lyrics back, right? And then they join us. And then me and Mr. Mo, we bought 70 pieces of firewood. We were gonna make the biggest fire on that beach. And you know what happened? Another group joined us. Because, you know, one guy's obsessed with fire, and he was a TikToker that had like 160,000 like followers, stuff like that. It was a crazy day. We gathered 20 people in one place, and we all like, you know, just started talking and having fun. When we were telling stories, we were just like, it was literally the nicest time ever, and it was literally like my favorite day. And it's like 10:30 p.m., 10:30 at night. Then we all decide, hey, let's go bowling. I'm not from LA, so being in Los Angeles, I didn't know where the bad areas were, nor where the good areas were. So we went bowling. Everybody parked near the front. We don't know where to park. We went to the behind the bowling alley. So right when we arrived there, there's a car parked. There's a car already parked there. That car is parked, and we pull in. 10 my shoes are cars, right? So this is the parking lot. There's a car already parked right here. And then we pull in, and then another car blocks us in. So imagine us, you know what? It's not gonna make any sense to you. But basically, they blocked us in. And this old man, he rolls down the window. He's around 50 years old. He sounds like a mafioso. This guy's talking like a gangster, all right? This guy's like, hey, you know that guy over there, he ran out of gas. He needs some help. And literally immediately, in my brain, red flags are like everywhere. I'm like, oh my God. This is actually, like, I don't trust this. This is a setup. They have like, they're blocking us in. This guy's like talking to us about some like random thing. Like we're there, and he's like, yeah, you know, he ran out of gas, you know, he just needs help getting some gas. I told him to go to the gas station over there, but he didn't listen to me, you know, he didn't want to do any of that, blah, blah, blah. And literally I tell Mo, I'm like talking to Mo in Arabic. I'm like, Mo, like this guy's trying to scam us, and he's trying to, like, they're trying to like this is not right. And he was like, oh, okay. You know, that guy, he leaves. He lets us in. We go in, we park, and everything's fine. We get out of the car, and then Mo's like, okay, I gotta put on my socks, because we came from the beach, so we had to put socks on, right? At this point, the guy in the car, the guy in the parked car that's in the vehicle, he yells at us. He's like, hey, can you guys help? Blah, 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 this and that. You know, you guys just need to get a gas canister and go to the gas station. And why do you need us to go get a gas canister and walk to a gas station? It's so sus. Because let me explain to you how this scam works. Now, usually the way this scam works is there's someone in a parked car pretending like they have no gas, and they ask you, hey, can you go get a gas canister, fill it up with gas, and come help me out? That way they isolate you, you go to the gas station, you start filling up gas, they have an SUV, a car full of people. 4 or 5 people, they jump you, rob you, take your things, and like they leave. That's what happened. Immediately in my head, I'm like, oh my God, because I've seen this sort of scam on TikTok. I tell the guy, nah, sorry, man, I can't do anything for you, man, I got nothing, right? Because I'm not gonna go to the gas station, I'm not gonna do anything for him. And then he yells again, and this time he yells even louder. Hey, all you have to do is take the gas canister and fill it up with gas. That's all you have to do, man. Oh my God, blah, 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 this and that. And I'm literally, like, in my head, I'm like, no. I tell him, no. And then he comes out of his car, starts following me. This is him, right here, okay? This is me, I'm the chair, this is him. He starts walking all shuffling, he's like all shuffling and everything. And then my friend Mo, all right, he's telling me, hey man, watch out. This guy, he's following you. He came out of his car and he's following you. I'm still confident, I'm assuming nothing's gonna happen. And he's like, he's behind you, watch out. So I turn around. When I turn around, he pulls out the knife. he says, he's like, why are you talking shit, man? Why are you talking crap, huh? Right, and he's holding the knife out. Immediately, right, let me point the camera up. I need more action. My body goes into fight or flight. Everything's going on, like all these red flags are ringing. Mo comes in. My friend Mo, he puts his hand on his shoulder. This moment blows my mind because I thought my friend got stabbed, all right? Literally, he put his hand on his shoulder and he was like, hey man, chill out, put the knife away. And it's literally all the guy has to do is, he's dead. So in my head, my friend's about to get stabbed. Literally, like, I'm like in fight or flight, and I yell, Mo, get away from him. He has a knife, he's gonna stab you. Finally, it goes into Mo's head. Oh my God, this guy could kill me right here and right now. So then he backs off. At this point, you know, the guy's staring at me, and he's like he has the knife in his hand. All right, boys, I found a knife. He's like literally sitting there, and he's got a knife in his hand. And he's like he's staring at me, and I'm in my fighting stance, right? And he's looking at me, and he's holding his knife out, and he's like, this guy's gonna try to fight me? Like, bro, you're gonna try to fight me? Right? In his head, he's like, you're gonna try to fight me? What are you doing, man? Right? So then he comes at me. Immediately, my body's moving by itself. Literally everything's in slow motion. Bam! I kick him. All right? I kick him. I send him flying back into the car. Boom! Right? And then I come in. This is where I suffer the only injury from that entire fight. I punch him in the face, right? And that's where I got like a scratch on my knuckle. And then I put him in a headlock and I have him on the ground. Now, I have videos from this point forward. Mr. Mo started recording. Why did Mr. Mo start recording? And instead of helping me? I don't know. I'm joking though. By the way, before the fight started, the guy starts throwing up his gang sign. He's literally telling me, oh, I'm part of this gang. He's trying to scare me. To me, none of this matters. I'm terrified and I'm here to fight for my life, right? And then, you know, after he does all that, he gets his like ass kicked.
Let
me translate to you real quick. So when he's like, he's like, check if he has a gun. He's literally asking me to check if he has a gun. Immediately, like, cause since I wrestled a lot with my friends over here, right? Literally, it's like immediately I go into tap out, like, you know, literally, yeah. And then I start getting angry because Mo's recording, and I'm like, Mo, come get this guy, come hit him. All right, come hit him. Mo! Let's move on to this video. Let me give you more context. So at this point, I tell Mo, I'm like, Mo, call the police. Mo has the police on the line. He's talking to them on the phone, and he's like, all right, hey, you know, my friend, he almost got stabbed, blah, blah, blah. He's calling the police. It went to get security guards to help us, right? Because there's security guards at the bowling alley. They should help me. I'm literally fighting for my life. I'm on the ground with another, I was gonna say with another dude, but that's kind of like, no, yeah. This is Mo talking to the security guards, asking them for help. And the security guards, this is what they say. We can't leave our position. We can't leave our spot, you know, we're over here. All they have to do is turn a corner. All they literally have to do, I'm telling you, is literally, oh my God. That's all.
Hey, I'm right here.
Oh, I'm right here. I can't move from my spot. Sorry. I don't care if your friend's gonna get stabbed. You know how we had friends from the campfire? Mo gets one of our friends from the campfire to record. I can't leave in here and go back there, right? So then Mo, he starts walking towards us. More context. While I was on the ground, two ladies came up to me and they were asking me, hey, are you okay? What's going on? Do you guys need help? I tell them in chronological order from the beginning to the end. Hey, this guy tried to scam us. He pulled out a knife. He tried to stab me. Go get help. They went to go get help from the security guards, right? This is when they run into Mo. Now, this part is really funny.
That guy had a gun, so tell people watch out.
Oh yeah. He's good.
Like Mo's like, that guy, he has a gun. Tell everybody to watch out. Literally, at that moment, those girls started freaking out. They started running. They literally went and like with intense, they start telling everybody, there's a shooter. He has a gun. Everybody in the bowling alley starts running away. This is the moment when the goddamn security guards were like, okay, man, yeah, we're gonna come help. He has a gun. They pulled out their tasers, their mini guns, whatever. No, not a mini gun. Like they pulled out like mini guns, not mini guns. I'm wrestling this guy for 2 to 3 minutes. When Mo went to go get help, it was me and the guy alone. It was me and him alone. Literally alone. I was left alone. Literally, I'm sitting there. I'm saying all my prayers. I have him in the chokehold. And he starts talking to me. So now, there's this scene in Breaking Bad. Let me show it to you guys. Literally, this was the only thing going through my head in that moment. This was all that was going through my head. Right?
Sandwich.
So if you need context, this guy right here, he's trapped and he's basically telling Walter, hey man, let me go, you know, I won't harm you, I won't do anything to you, blah, blah, blah. At this point, Walter, he finds out that the guy's been hiding a plate. He's been hiding a knife. He gathers all the plates together and he figures out, oh my God, this guy's gonna try to kill me. Like the guy's telling me, hey man, I love peace, you know, let me go. And I'm talking to him, I'm like, I'm not letting you go. I view you as a threat. As much as I would like to talk this out, I view you as a threat. And I told him, no. Do you think I'm gonna let you go? Because I started hearing gun, gun, gun. I thought he had a gun. And he realizes, all right, I can't do anything at this point. He literally, like, he grabbed my glasses off my face, throws them. That's why I don't have my glasses anymore. I have literally these new ones because my old ones are, like, they're lost somewhere in the streets of LA. He tries to struggle and move. And he's literally trying to get up as like hard as he can. So I had to choke him out even harder. Like if this guy gets up, then I'm either gonna get shot or I'm gonna get stabbed. His face starts turning red. His eyes start bulging out of his head. And basically when you're near, like when you're on the verge of passing out or when you're on the verge of, when you think you're gonna die, you have so much strength that you use. So he's trying to use all this like dead man strength. This is the moment when Mo comes in. So he starts hitting him. You can even hear the punch. They're really, really loud and big punches. And then he starts punching him in the back of the head. So when he starts punching him in the back of the head, I'm thinking of every single possibility. I'm literally Doctor Strange thinking of every single possible future outcome. If my friend keeps punching him in the back of the head, the guy's gonna get brain damage. We're gonna go to jail because we killed someone, right? If anything happens to this guy, it's on us. And I don't want any of that. I don't want a body on my hand. God, I'm 21.
Please help me, call the police. Don't hit him.
We come to the last video. Oh my God, there was a really funny moment. So you know how his arm is on the ground like this? Mo grabs his arm, lifts it in the air, and puts his leg like this. And he was like, should I break his arm? Should I break his arm? I'm like, no, Mo, don't break his arm. But honestly, at that point, I should have let Mo break his arm because that guy deserves it. Like, I'm choking him out, he passes out. I grab him and I flip him over and I get on top of him and I pin him. I literally, like, I hope after this, all his gang members just start roasting the hell out of him. You lost to a guy and you had a knife. Security guards come, they have their weapons already pulled out, and literally, like my friend, he's making sure, he's like, hey, this is my friend, just so they don't shoot me, like by accident, because you know how cops are. See, I'm explaining to them in complete order.
I had to defend myself, so I pulled out my fighting sword.
Where's the weapon? Where's the gun at? Where's the weapon? Hey.
No weapon, bro. I don't know where the weapon is.
Thank you.
I am also
You're not suing nobody if you got a weapon.
No, I don't. He's lying. I deserve it.
You see? He starts telling them I'm lying.
You gotta get out.
This made me so mad.
He on my ass, bro.
Hey, you gotta get out.
He lying out of
So I get up. You guys can see the straw hat. It's literally right there. Guys, this straw hat, oh my God. And we explained to him. We're telling him, hey, he tried to follow us. He had a knife out. And then at this point, he starts telling them his gang. Oh, I'm part of this gang. I'm part of blah, 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 this and that. The security guards immediately get scared. They immediately get scared and they turn on me. And they start trying to gaslight me. You thought he had a weapon.
You guys go. If
I feel unsafe.
Oh, bro, if I were you, I would leave.
At that point, the security guards, they're like, if I were you, I would leave. So this basically, at the end right there, the security guards tell us, hey, we're not gonna help you. The police are not gonna help you. And in my head, this guy's friends are probably on their way. I mentally check out. When they're like, if I were you, I would leave. I'm like, okay, all right, screw all of you. I'm mentally checked out. Let's leave before his friends get here. So me and Mo, we get in the car and we start skipping red lights. We're zooming through the streets. We're skipping red lights and stop signs. And an SUV is following us. It's a high-speed chase. Remember how I told you guys how the scam works? You go with the gas canister and then a car full of them jump you? That's what happened. So they start chasing us. We're zooming at high speeds. And literally, I'm freaking out, right? The only thing they have to recognize me with is the straw hat. By the way, look, this was from the fight. It's got personality to it. They're chasing us super fast. You know, I'm literally driving I'm not driving, Mo's driving. I put my hat between my legs. I pull the chair all the way. oh my God. They're getting super close to us. They're trying to check inside. Mo is chilling. And then they stopped chasing us. It was like 15-minute high speed car chase. And then they stopped chasing us. I think they scared us off and we just kept driving. We literally drove for 3 hours. 3 hours all the way to Fresno. It was like 3 a.m. We buy disguises. I literally buy a mask and I buy a hat. And then I booked my flights and I came all the way back here. That was one of my many terrible experiences in LA. And I have a lot more terrible stories. I hate that place. I don't ever want to go back. Right now, out of the question. If you guys enjoyed that, join my live streams. Subscribe. Hit the like button. See you guys in my next video.